Mount Margaret hike in the Gifford Pinchot National Forest is about 12 miles round trip and about 2,800 feet in elevation gain. The trail offers incredible views at every step of the way from the get-go. The best time to hike this trail would be in spring and in end of summer, or during days when the temperature is fairly low, because the entire hike is free of any tree cover, and on a hot day it would be really hard to hike this entire trail. And even on a normal day you would want to carry sufficient water, and because there isn't much of a water source to depend upon, and you would typically need about 3 liters of water for your 12-mile round-trip hike. Along the way you would see views of Adams, and you would see Hood and quite a bit of Helens fairly up close from the northern side of the volcano. And as we get closer to the summit, you would also start seeing Mount Rainier. And if you start to do this hike in into late summer and early fall, you would enjoy huckleberries to about 2/3 of the way to the summit, sprinkled all over the place. Right now what you see is a view from the Norway Pass, looking directly at Spirit Lake and into the blast zone. The grayish floating thing on the Spirit Lake is actually heavy logs that were thrown into the lake by the explosion. They are some of those logs are about several meters wide, and from this distance they appear so like matchsticks spread on the lake, but it's quite a bit bigger. As you continue to head up the hike, you can sample huckleberries, which is pretty profuse, and there you see Adams in the distance. At this time of the year, most of the snow is gone and there's barely any snow. A couple of places you'll pass through narrow ledges that you have to carefully cross. Here a short clip to show the type of a trail. The trail itself is relatively an easy grade, but the beauty of it is, like, whichever way you turn, you would see some mountain peak in the distance. And there's hardly any place for you to sit and relax, because it's completely exposed, and whatever tree was there was all blown away by the blast when Helens exploded. And that's Rainier out there in the distance, and from here on you would see multiple times Rainier presenting itself over the horizon. From here you can see almost at the very far end, below the hump on the top right, is the path leading up to the summit. See that very peak at the top, that's called as the Telegram Peak, and later you would see an up closer view of the same. Down to the last day, what you see is actually the summit of Mount Margaret, and you can see the last 3/4 of a mile. The trail itself would wrap around that ridge and lead you to the summit block. This is called the Telegram Peak, and you would pass this. This is another important landmark along the way, as you head up to the summit of Rainier. Now looking back the way we came, this is what the trail looks like about a half a mile from the summit. There, down there, you see two women going down there. I happened to chat with them just to check how the trail further up was. And after them, I'm pretty much the only guy left on this trail for the day. There it is, the summit of Mount Margaret. I didn't really scramble up that rock face, but having come this far, I just stayed here, had my snack, and there you see Rainier between those two rock outcrops. The customary summit shot. Overall, it's an incredible hike, highly recommended, especially for the incredible views. And the summit itself offers 360-degree views of all the peaks, and importantly, a view directly into the blast zone on the north side of the mountain. There's the lake and the northernmost view of St. Helens. Hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you very much.